All right.
Yeah.
I should mention the Freedom Feens is covered by BIPCOT no government license. This allows reuse by anyone except governments. Learn more at bipcot.org. And we need some BIPCOT bumper stickers, I think.
Yeah. We just we're starting this new thing where when people now don't contact us and say give us free merch, but when
we're not the Sanders campaign, folks.
Who are when people we found an unsung hero of activism, and I wrote him and said, "Hey, do you have Feens buttons?" He's like, "No, I plan to buy some though as soon as I get some money." I'm like, "Dude, give me your address right now. I'm sending you some free." And we're gonna start rewarding some activists that do stuff, especially if they're not like regular activists. If it's just like,
what did this chap do? Michael?
What did he do? Who is he?
Yeah.
Daddy?
All right. Well, this was a great story. Okay, and you know, like I was reading about the story, and I didn't even realize exactly. But the headline is St. Paul cop suspected of the "run them over" post. Resigns from the Minnesota Fraternal Order of Police leadership. So some cop on Facebook posted this.
That should be the name. That should be the name of their police station. Like instead of like Fort Apache, the Bronx, it should be the Run Them Over Post. Like that's the police station name. Yeah,
exactly. Well, anyway, Andrew Henderson. Okay, happened to notice this this really horrible,
huge fiend
horrible. Let's see if we can read. I'm going to read what this Facebook post said. Okay, and it turns out this is from a guy on Facebook, is J.M. Roth, who turns out to be a cop and this vice president of the Fraternal Order of Police.
He needs to watch the first 5 minutes of Fort Apache, the Bronx. First 3 minutes.
Haven't seen it. Okay.
The cop needs to. Okay, go on.
It used to be it was just people you know that got your Netflix recs. Then it was people who listened to the show who got your Netflix recs. And now it's villains of the show who get recommendations for you from Netflix.
Right. Somebody's going to have to like post that to his, maybe go to J.M. Roth's Facebook and post your recommendation to him. So anyway, he says, this is what he says. This is referring to a Black Lives Matter march that was taking place. He says, run them over. Keep traffic flowing and don't slow down for any of those idiots who try to block the street. Here is the deal. You continue to drive, and if you hit someone, make sure you call 911 to report the accident and meet the cops a block or two away. And he goes on to explain how you should run over protesters in the street. And it was Mr. Henderson, who happened to notice this, Andrew Henderson, said, hey, he kind of made a deal about it, and they already, I think, had him on their radar because he's likes to film cops doing their job. And
he'll be okay, though, because now he's covered by the BIPCOT license. When they go to beat him up and say, or arrest him and say, you can't film, it's illegal, even though it's legal, he can pull out his BIPCOT press pass. He's just
we need to get that. We need to get the BIPCOT bumper sticker on his car as soon as possible because
magic words won't protect you, but they're fun. I still want.
Are you saying the BIPCOT bumper sticker won't keep government from using your car?
I will give free Feens buttons to anybody who gets pulled over by a cop and shows them a BIPCOT license instead of a driver's license and films it. I will give you $10 worth of buttons right now.
And we'll also give that to the next of kin if need be.
Yeah, you don't even have to be pulled over is the thing. You can go to would a DUI checkpoint count? Like if you were to find out there was a DUI checkpoint coming out, you were to roll up and just had them. So that counts as well. So this is a really value effective way to get $10 worth of free buttons. We're talking about 5 minutes
speaking of DUI checkpoints, what if we took J.M. Roth's advice at the at their checkpoint? Like, why did you run over those cops? Well, they were standing in the road.
A vice president of the Fraternal Order of Police told me to run them over.
Right. It said, I'm quoting him. He says, don't slow down for these idiots who try to block the street. Fair enough.
There was an idiot.
There's your defense, guys.
Well, Your Honor, frankly.
Your Honor, I have screenshots. Oh, case dismissed.
I was always told to obey the police, Your Honor. And, Anyway, but I actually think of that when I see, like, you ever see these stupid cops in the middle of the, like, directing some intersection that just doesn't need them, and they're just making it worse.
Yeah. They're just trying to, like, prevent chaos. They think, but they're creating it. Yeah,
looking important.
Right, or just justify their existence, or somebody told them they had to do it.
If it's actually a job, it could be done by a sign or a light. It's they're being a robot that people run into.
Well, and they just confuse people.
You're talking about RoboCop. This is a stealthy Netflix recommendation that's we've been doing. I'm on your games. You're trying to recommend every movie.
That wasn't a drama. That was a documentary from the future, man.
Yeah, from Detroit.
Nice.
Yeah.
They were going to build a statue of RoboCop in Detroit, and then the city tried to
ran
stop
out of money.
people. No, the city tried to, like, prevent private citizens from building their own RoboCop statue.
That's really all government does. The only service it really provides mostly anymore. If they're not poisoning your water, it's just stopping people from doing useful things. That's what government does.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So, moving right along. So we're going to send. Did we finish what this guy did? Yeah, he exposed.
It was thanks to his to Andrew's vigilance that this guy
to his itchy screenshotting thumb.
Ever vigilant to take a screenshot and promote it on social media. Sometimes that's all it takes to bring down one of these stupid
and keep in
cops.
Mind
right?
That internet-based offenses are one of the very few things that you ever hear about cops actually getting in any sort of trouble for. We had a cop here in Philadelphia that ripped off part of a kid's scrotum and was given no discipline, but on my corner, on the intersection where I can
technically, I think that was a ruptured testicle of a boy.
It was a ruptured testicle
of a minor,
but she did rip off part of his scrotum. It happened, but right on my corner there was also
just following orders.
There was a cop who abused Snapchat and said something racist about some Puerto Rican kids on Snapchat, and that cop got up and fired.
That's not
Snapchat.
Right.
Like, if you abuse an actual person's body,
you can't talk about the color of their testicles.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure that thanks to Andrew, that there was a whole new wave of training going on at that Minnesota Police Department in St. Paul. Like, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to review, like, internet protocols and saying, like, look, before you post, like, pro-violence against minorities, this is how you have to obscure your identity first, right? Yeah. Like, they're going to get chewed out. Like, you blew it. Dude, that is almost your real name that you posted it under, this cop. Like, he's definitely they have a whole. He's like they're going to be told, like, look, if you're going to do this, your uniform really get with the program, get with the advanced training.
Didn't include the department issued sock account.
Yeah, we've got procedures for this kind of fake social media, violence promoting.
We have professional
propaganda
trolls that do this.
The IT guy will meet you in your cruiser and explain it to you. So, yeah. Yep, that happened. It was all good.